Dog
keep
too.
like. But they still have a show on TV that's like R.L. Stine stuff, like The Haunting Hour or something like that. And it's like modern day Goosebumps, but like less scary.
Than Goosebumps.
Although it's like the tone of it is meant to be scary.
Stupid.
So I've watched.
It was like cheesy.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching an episode which was basically, I'll sum it up. So it's like this kid, lonely kid, parents that like don't like really care about him. I'm just leaving it there so it doesn't spill on anything. So the parents are just like, oh, this kid, he's just all wrapped up in his like fun kid stuff. And he's like addicted to like space travel and stuff like that. He like wants to go to space. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden he goes to this like yard sale with this like woman who gives away this like walkie-talkie. He's just have it. Like, I don't fucking want it. And he goes home and it starts, some voice on the other end is like talking to him. And like talking like space shit to him. And the kid's like, oh, commander's blah, 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 blah. And like, I don't know. And he's like, oh, come to this location, which happens to be like the same person's house that he went to, but like the audience doesn't know that because you don't really see the person's house. And he goes in and it's like the woman from before who gave him the
This is a very roundabout way of doing anything. Holy shit.
And it's like, at first it seems okay because it's like, oh yeah, we'll just play together. And it's like, no, this is not okay at all. It's an old woman playing with a kid. And then like at one point, like the woman's like, nah, you can't leave. And then like you see like she's got this like mock like space room that's got like stars on the wall and like planet like something you would see a 7-year-old have like little stars hung up and
like glow in the dark stars
like
and
the
shit.
spinny planets that hang from the ceiling. And she's got this like what looks like the cockpit of a spaceship like against the wall. You see the back of the seat and like in the passenger side is like a fucking skeleton. A skeleton dude. And it's like, wow, that's like the scariest thing you pulled out of this episode. Because the whole episode was just fucking lame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can just picture being like...
And the woman's like, you can't leave now. And it's like, are you trying to be scary? Because, I mean, you just seem like a pedophile.
Yeah.
And if you consider being a pedophile scary, then like,
Then you want.
This is
That's
the year
creepy.
2014.
Yeah.
Like in the 90s, you could
Read that shit on the news. Whatever. Worship from Satan or something.
But it's like...
Oh, fuck.
In the 90s, we wouldn't have known the term
put that
pedophiles, right? Because we were kids, right?
Right.
And we would have just looked at it like a creepy adult that would tell you not to leave the thing. You know, I mean,
Well, I'm just gonna leave now.
just like it would seem scary at the time because it's like, oh god, but it's like we're adults now, and it's like looking at that, it's like I am not terrified by this adult at all. If in fact if I were in that situation, I'd probably just be like, but I'm just
Like how old is this woman? Like when you say old, like
late 60s, early 70s.
oh my god, you can just punch her in the knee. You can hurt her hand a lot.
You can duck around her, run out of the house, and just tell your parents
You
that
can
you
use
got
the
raped.
skeleton as a weapon.
Yeah, like I think
Much
the
like
skeleton,
skeletons do in video games.
I think the skeleton was supposed to be like her son,
Oh.
and I was like, see, why are you trying to make this like
Why
fucked
does
up?
that even matter?
And I was like, now this is like really like serial killer territory here. It's like you keep the skeleton of your son who is also addicted to space travel and shit.
Oh
And
my
it's
god.
like you're just trying to latch onto this other kid who has a similar hobby.
The walkie-talkie has like a name tag like Timmy. It's like, who is Timmy? Then the skeleton has like a badge that says Timmy, and it's like,
I could have wrote that show. No, it is bad.